What's going on YouTube? It's your boy TeeJay from BK back with another restoration. Today we're going to be working on these Gatorade 6s released in December 2017. Orange colorway. They also came out in a kind of green color, similar to the green that's on these, on the tongue. These are the orange ones we're going to be working on today. I'm also going to be going over some of the materials I use for every restoration process that I do. Starting, we have our shoe trees. We have the microfiber towel. Microfiber towels are better to use because if you use like a regular bath washcloth or whatever to dry off your kicks or to wipe off the foam, it tends to leave lint and stuff all over the sneaker, so it's better to use a microfiber towel like this one. These are the laundry bags. These yellow bags you see here, these are laundry bags. Inside, you can find this on Amazon. Inside it has protection for when your shoes are tumbling in the washing machine. It's pretty good, just to give you a look on how it is on the inside. It's just like the brushes you would see at a car wash or whatever. Also, we have some acetone. This is the acetone that I use. We have a lint remover. Cut it on. That's how it sounds. You can also find smaller ones for harder to reach places inside the sneaker. I also use that for frayed laces or whatever that have strings sticking out. I'll show you how I do the frayed laces. We have a thread burner. This is the one that I use, that I prefer. That's for just loose threads on the sneaker, which help with the overall end result. It makes the shoe look cleaner at the end. I'll show you how I use that within this video. I have an X-Acto knife for cutting loose threads, for cleaning out residue underneath the shoe. These are the insoles from these Gatorade 6s. Here I have a little bit of bleach and water. That's to soak the laces when I'm ready to clean them. A bowl with a little water for our cleaning solution. We have the soft bristle brush, the medium bristle brush, stiff bristle brush. Also my foaming cleaning solution. It's FZ150 in here. We have some cotton balls for when I'm cleaning with the acetone. So this is pretty much my setup for every time I do a deep cleaning. I'm going to be starting off with cleaning off the jean dye that rubbed off on the uppers. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it there, but I'll have pictures up. It's actually all along the top here of the uppers. Kind of looks gray, but it was actually black jeans that were worn. I'm going to be using acetone and some cotton balls. I'm going to dilute the acetone in order to get it off cleanly without trying to remove paint at the same time. You don't want to remove the paint, so I'm going to show you my process as we get started with this restoration. First, I got a little plastic container that I cut off from the bottom of a Poland Spring water bottle. I have about 30% water, 70% acetone. I dilute it with the water just so that when I'm cleaning off these white leather areas, it doesn't remove the paint as well. So with the diluted solution of acetone and water, I would just clean wherever the jean dye was on the uppers. Just adding a little water helps because you don't want it to take off the white leather paint. So just like that, the jean dye has been removed. So after that dries, I'll be able to repaint this area, After the whole sneaker gets a deep cleaning, I repaint those little scuff areas because the acetone removed the markings of the jeans where the dye was staining the sneaker, and it actually reveals some scuffs there. And just like that, it's been removed. I don't know if the camera's focusing, but it's just like that, it's been removed, and you didn't harm the paint underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Same thing. There's some jean dye on the uppers. Use the same cotton ball. You don't need a lot of acetone. This jean dye wasn't really a severe staining, but still had some on there that was noticeable. So after a few wipes, just like that, it's gone. So I'm gonna continue to do the rest of the uppers on this side. Now I'm ready for the deep clean. As you can see, all the jean dye stains are gone. There's some areas with just some stuff that I could wipe off. Yep, and there you have it. Jean dye removed with acetone and some water. Now we could get into how I deep clean the sneakers. I'm gonna go ahead and start my deep cleaning process. And here we have FZ150. Shout out to the show L'Oreal's. That product is A1. When you see the foam, you're in the zone. You know how the motto goes. Very good sneaker cleaner. I would recommend that to anybody who's into cleaning their shoes frequently, or when they want to clean them, you know, after wearing them a few times. It works very good. So to start off, we have our bowl of water again. We have our soft, medium, and stiff bristle brushes. I already took out the insoles, as you can see here. The laces I removed. These are them right here. We have our shoe trees once again, a microfiber towel. So we're going to start off by putting the shoe trees in the shoe. The importance of this is that when you're putting pressure and you're scrubbing all around your sneaker, you want it to be firm enough on the inside so that you can actually get, you know, pressure on the toe box, on the uppers, without it caving in. You get your soft bristle brush, dip it into a little bit of water. See, I don't use too much, because these particular sneakers are a nubuck material, so you don't want to use too much water on these. So you'll use your cleaning solution. In this case, it's FZ150. You get your foam on there. Then you would just start brushing the uppers. And I'll go ahead to the medium brush. Get a little bit of water on it. And I'll go ahead and work on the midsoles. Now you're left with doing the bottom. So to do the bottom or the outsoles of your sneakers, you want to use the stiff bristle brush, a little bit of water once again. FC 150. And if you don't have money like that to use FC 150 for all parts of your sneaker, you can always use dish soap for the bottom. It works pretty well. In this purpose for this video, I'll use the FC 150. Before I deep clean this side with the cleaning solution, I'm gonna get rid of some of these frayed threads that are sticking out on these, like right here on the tongue. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll have some pictures up there to show you the difference. So I use my thread burner. This is the one that I use. Works really good. And there's two techniques you can do. You can either go right at the thread. You can either go right at the thread and burn it off, or if you have longer threads like this one, there's a loop at the end of this tool. You would kind of thread it like a needle. You would kind of thread it like a needle. Like that. You would hold one end of the piece of thread that's sticking out and then just hold the button and let it burn it off. And just like that, it'll come off. So again, you would thread it like a needle. Hold it with the other hand and just press the button. Just like that, the thread will come off. So I'm gonna go over the sneaker where this thread sticking out, like right here on the upper of the tongue. I'll do the same thing. This time I'm gonna show you the other technique. I would just hold it with my finger like this. Turn this on by pressing the button, like so. And just get those frayed areas. Some people like to use a lighter. I like to use this. It's a lot more safer to me. Safer, and I won't worry about damaging the shoe. Now just find all the areas where there's some pieces of thread sticking out. The tip of this gets really hot, so when it's on, just be careful touching it or letting it sit on a surface. Try not to put it down on any cloth. And like how some people do with the lighter, I can go over these areas where I see there's some frayed laces or whatever. Some frayed threads, I should say, not laces. Some frayed thread. And I would kind of agitate certain areas to see if any would stick out. And that's how I would use the thread burner. And that looks pretty good so far. You can actually go across on top of this to get some of these. Kind of hard to see, but it helps overall. This is also a good tool for like sweaters, shirts, and stuff like that you have where you have frayed lacing or frayed threads within your sweater or your jeans or whatever. Is a good tool to cut them off. Now that I did that to this one, I'm going to go ahead and deep clean this side. Alright, now that the sneakers are drying, I'll move on to fixing up these laces and the insoles for the sneaker. I'm going to show you what I use, which is a lint remover, to get rid of some of the fuzziness off the laces, like, you know, after wear and tear and stuff like that. After a while it starts to look a little fuzzy. rubbing against fabric or rubbing against each other. So this is one technique that I use to get rid of the fuzziness from your laces. So what I would do is lay them out flat. You can do the same thing with circular laces too. You just got to be a little bit more careful not to nick them while you're using the lint remover. So this is one technique I use to get rid of some of the fuzziness on these laces. This is one technique I use, if you didn't hear me, that I use to get rid of some of the fuzziness on the laces. You can do it to rounded laces or flat laces like these. Now once that's done, I will go ahead and let these soak in some bleach and water, which I have here. If you wanted to add soap, you can, in case there was some stains that you wanted to lift up as well. So the bleach and soap can work on them while they're soaking. So while the sneakers are drying, I'll leave these in here like so. Just let the bleach do its work. So in here we have some bleach and water, and you can set those to the side. Now we can move on to the insoles. Alright, so moving on to the insoles, I also use this tool as well. As you can see, there's lint that gathered up on the insoles themselves. So I will also use this. You can actually see now you can actually see the difference in the two, before and after, when I use the lint remover. Our sneakers are fully dried. As you can see, they look pretty good after just a deep cleaning. So we're gonna go ahead and touch up the uppers with our Angelus paint. We have flat white, some duller, some acrylic finisher. That'll be for our protective coating. 2 paint brushes, one for the flat white and the duller, and the other for the acrylic finisher for the protective coat at the end. And that's that. That's all for the touch-up paint job. See up here, I did the paint job. Just touched it up a little bit for some scuffs. There you have it. Painted with acrylic finisher on there. That's the protective coat. The rest of the sneaker is pretty good. Hit it with this heat gun to help it dry. Now that these are dry, I'm going to go ahead and lace them up. There you have it, YouTube. Finally, I got the laces back on. Here goes the final results of this restoration of these Gatorade 6s from 2017, December, like Mike's. Once again, that was a V clean using FZ150. Angelus paints. I used the flat white paint for this color on these. These were in pretty good condition before, just needed some minor touch-ups, but there goes the end result. Take a look at the bottom. As you can see, the suede is still buttery soft. I'll write my name on there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching another restoration here at Foul in the Shoe with your boy TeeJay from BK. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tune in for the next video.